from many, many years ago, and we lost it.
We are the amplifiers.
La Lela. La Lela. La Lela. Listen to the voices of education in South Africa. Episode 4.
They are leaders of the future.
Stop the crime! 1, 2, 3. Stop the violence! 1, 2, 3. Stop the gang violence! Okay.
It's 8 a.m. and I'm standing here at the main entrance of Westbank Secondary School. It's busy here. Buses are coming and going, cars stopping to drop off kids. And at the same time, there's a protest going on here. I see a lot of pupils with slogans on cardboards. I see "Stop the crime, stop the violence." They're shouting as well. And they're walking all the time up and down the street here.
We are actually standing our ground because violence is a big part of our community. So we want to stop it because it's mainly in our school. So we want to make a change, even if it's small. We want to start with us because it's our friends that are part of gangs. It's our friends that are doing drugs. It's our friends that are being raped, So the silent protest is just us standing our ground to gun violence, to gang violence, to gender-based violence even. So this is just us making our mark. Even though it's small, it's unique for us.
Next to the protesting pupils, a teacher is walking back and forth as well. The person I'll be following today here at school, Glynise onverwacht. She's moving along the street, encouraging many young people to go inside the school. I'm going to ask her what exactly is going on. What are you doing? You're patrolling here.
Yes, I'm just patrolling and making sure that everyone gets in the school, in the courtyard, in the class, because the bell is about to ring. So if they wander off in the street and they face challenges like getting robbed or whatever. As you can see, there's many elements walking past our school. Those who are not working, and they are actually endangering our learners as well. So we're just checking that everybody gets in the school.
Okay, that's why you're doing the protest as well, no? They explained it to me.
Yeah.
I'll let you do your job. Go. A lot of questions pop into my head as I walk into the school together with Glynise and her pupils. I'd already spent a full day here earlier this week and hadn't noticed any violence or gang activity at all. Malmesbury felt like a safe place to me, and this school felt very, very calm. But I'll come back to that later. For now, I follow Glynise to her small office because I want to get to know this cheerful young teacher.
So at first I want to become a hairdresser because I love doing hair, and also a singer, but my voice always disappoints me sometimes. So I was a bit confused, and then I saw this program on TV that people visit destinations and also attractions within South Africa. And I thought, but what kind of field is this? So I went to study tourism. And then I was struggling to get a proper job in tourism because everything was office-based and it was a bit boring. So I said, let's become a teacher and then actually teach the children about our country because we have a lot of attractions, but many of the learners, they don't get the exposure, they don't have the money to actually travel to Robben Island or even the waterfront or Cape Town. They drove past the attractions, but they think the attractions is only for tourists. So to become a tourist in your own town as well and explore what we have in South Africa, and we have many attractions.
Besides her job as a tourism teacher, Glynise is the driving force behind a group of learners who want to make a difference in their local community. They do this through an official national project called YCAP, the Youth Citizens Action Program.
It's actually a competition, so you can choose, you can make it a school-based or a community-based project. So you need to identify a problem within your school or the community, and come up with sustainable solutions to actually minimize those problems that we are facing. And
The group of pupils involved is a mix of different ages and year groups, and every year they choose a new theme to work on. Education specialist Ayanda tells me she's a big fan of this project.
Why I love YCAP is because really it fosters the young person's ability to take action and address their own societal issues. So it promotes youth agency, right? And the fact that the department is actually supporting that, for me, is critical. So that learners are not just receivers, but are also participants in what they get educated in, and how they shape their own future. So YCAP, I love it. And I love the fact that it does not prescribe that young people can choose whatever issue.
Glynise takes me along through the hallways of the school. I can feel immediately how popular she is. Many pupils stop to talk to her. And then suddenly I'm standing in a small classroom where coffee, tea and biscuits have been prepared for me, together with 3 pupils from the YCAP group. They will be today's spokespeople.
Do you want to sit down or do you want to stand?
English is not their mother tongue, and I can sense that they're a bit nervous about that.
No problem. Afterwards I'm going to cut and paste. So if you're in the middle of a sentence and you think, oh, I'm stuck, you start over and I will cut it. No problem. No stress.
We have a lot of members, more like on and off, but the members that were here, they are the constant ones. And yeah.
The members are of all ages, no?
Yes. The members are of a variety from grade 8 to grade 12. We don't tell people like you're too small to be a part of it, because even though you're small, you can make a change in your own unique way. That's why. We don't have an specific age group.
Yeah. Who is choosing the topics? Like, are you doing that?
Yeah. We make a group decision.
And so this year you made the decision to do something about it?
Last year was poverty, and some of the scrimmages that we did was we had a soup kitchen, 2 of them, and this year as well.
As Glynise already mentioned, YCAP is a national competition. Groups of pupils from schools all across the country can take part.
Last year we finished 2nd nationally. So yeah, this year we are aiming for 1st place.
Yes, of course. And so you have to fill in forms. What do you do?
It's all about YCAP is all about proof. Yeah. They want to see that we are making change, taking pictures, showing them that we are aiming to finish their goal. And at the end we have to submit a portfolio, and that's what they mark. It's a criteria, and if we do well in the criteria, we go to the nationals.
And Glynise manages all of this in between her teaching duties.
Yeah, so I'm the mommy of the project.
I can see, yeah.
So I'm the mentor of the group. So I'm just ensuring that everything takes place, and when they go right, I must take them to left. And when they go forward or backwards or whatever, I must just ensure that the group stays together and that they are motivated to do their best.
What's in it for you? Why do you do it?
I'm a community person. I also work in my community at home and at the church as well. So I'm working with the youth. So that's also my passion, to working with learners and getting them involved, because sometimes we have so many talented learners that they don't get seen, but they do have the ability or capabilities to do something, but they are shy. So I teach them that confidence to actually stand up for themselves and to say something and to be heard and to be seen and to find themselves, because sometimes you come quiet to YCAP and you go outspoken out of YCAP at the end of the year. So, and this is also our library. Yes. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So this is Eva from Belgium. Yes.
Hello.
Eva is Dino here.
Nice to meet you.
This year, the group chose the theme crime and organized various actions like the protest this morning. They also created a bully box.
A bully box is a small box where children can write their problems or something that's bothering them on a paper and put it in the box. So a specific teacher will then open the bully box, read everything and try to work towards making their child feel safer. That is what a bully box is.
I also noticed the crime line number written in large numbers all over the school hallways. And that's another result of this group's work.
You can contact the crime line and talk about your problems. That way you will also stay anonymous. And people of higher position, like SAPS, SAPS is the children protection
Services.
Yes, you get in direct contact with them through the crime line. That's why we put it up there so that people can have direct access to that. We want to start the crime line specifically for everything because last week there was a shooting. Nobody reported the crime. You know, people are too scared to report the crime and the crime line will help them with that. So report the crime, the police can get on the scene faster because we know not all police can't handle all matters because they have their own work, but as well as crime we're struggling with. So that is what the crime line is.
Let's talk a bit more about crime. As I said before, I feel completely safe in this school and in this neighborhood, especially compared to other areas I've visited. Glynise explains to me why there's so much violence and gang activity in this area and why it's important for schools to actively address this.
Currently in our town here, it is really, we are faced with gangsterism and violence and gender-based violence, you name it, we experience it here in the small town area. And last week, one of our learners here got shot 8 times. I don't know how he's doing, but he's alive still. But that is, and he's from our school, and the rest of the gang members, they're also roaming around our school. So our learners actually face horrible circumstances and they are actually scared to come to school because when they come to school, the other parties are here in the school so they can gang up and fight after school or in the school. But
Violence and crime are issues you hear about everywhere in South Africa. People often warned me when they heard I was coming to make this podcast. So far, luckily, I haven't experienced anything myself. I asked Ayanda why violence is such a big thing.
Because there are limited opportunities in those communities or limited role models in the communities, you find young people wanting to get into the gangs for a sense of belonging. And sometimes gangs become like a place where you are loved. You feel you've got brothers and sisters and people that take care of you. Financially, gangsters have the best, right? They've got the best cars, they've got the best, so it looks glamorous. So any young person would be drawn into that. And in areas where you find a lot of these gangs, funny enough, are one of the most poorest areas. So you can imagine if you've got parents who are unemployed, who are drinking, who don't really care whether you go to school or not, and the only people that give you love are gangs, you're more likely to go there.
Both Glynise and her pupils spoke specifically about violence against women. Ayanda explains that this too can be understood within a broader social context.
We also have a very angry male society at the moment, and that is because for a lot of our programs have focused on the girl child. So you find women are having more positions, being economically more stable than males. And then you find that the dynamics between male and female is problematic. So you see a lot of gender-based violence, for instance. Women that are getting beat up, women that get killed, women that get raped. I think, yes, it is a power thing by men, but I think there's something wrong with the psyche of our men. But in trying to redirect the ills of the past, we always focus on a particular group of people and neglect the other. And that causes anger and frustration. I'm sure in Cape Town, you would hear that colored people feel like they're overlooked, that all of the resources go to the black people. The black people feel they don't have enough because now the black people are competing with other black people from other African countries. So it's also about how does government provide equal resources, equal opportunities, which is hard, but still address the issues of the past.
Back to Glynise and the YCAP project, because I also asked her what the kids actually take away from this experience.
We don't get any money. We need to generate. We must sell muffins or cool drink or coffee and make a few rands and say, we're going to buy posters or whatever we need to generate. So that also teaches them the skills of budgeting and also learning how to work with finances as well, and organizing and communication skills.
Well, and working in a team as well of different ages, no?
Yeah, so they do learn these organizing skills, how to work with a team. That's part of the learning process, as well as how to deal with conflict, as a conflict management, and building leaders for the futures, because these are our future leaders. We're not gonna live forever, so we must teach them young to become a better person and lead others as well.
Wow, lots of respect for Glynise, who voluntarily works with such a diverse group of pupils. Once again, an example of a teacher who truly lives for her job.
Yeah, I love by this teaching profession. Yeah, sometimes I want to retire when I get tired and stressed, but then I just pull myself towards myself and say, Glynise, this is what you signed up for. Get yourself back together, because the learners are looking up to me at the school, and when my spirits are but low, they can say, nee, juffrou, not today. You don't feel yourself, because I'm crazy. I jump around in the class, I sing, I dance, I do everything, but I really enjoy teaching as a profession.
I felt you, Glynise. What a day at Westbank Secondary School. It's time to move on to Simonstown, not so far from here, near Cape Town, where I'll be visiting preschool settings in a very remote mountain area.
As you guys can see, it's a small. Yes.
They all sleep here when it's nap time?
Yes, they take the mattresses and then replace the mattresses out, and then everything happens in here.